All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about like creativity or what I'm thinking about a lot of times when I'm soloing, and how my approach to just really playing the guitar is, and when I practice. So this is like a little bit, I guess, a little bit insight into what I'm thinking about as I'm playing some line. So, for example, say I'm in the fifth position. What I'm thinking about is like my hand would be over here somehow, right? So if you look at this, forms like what I think is like the root of most of the chords I would be playing. So you've got the fifth. This would be A. So that means I could play any variations of A chords. So that to me is like major seventh, minor 11th, dominant seventh, minor seventh flatted fifth. So that's A. But I'm also thinking about the note that's a fourth above it, or forget the fourth, fifth, or anything like that. I'm thinking about this thing here, which would be the D. So I'm thinking about everything on here. Minor seventh, major seventh, minor seventh flatted fifth. So I've got this, I would call my zone here. So I've got all of the different variations of any of the A chords that would fall on that, all of the different variations of the D chords that would fall on that. Then the next one is G, all the different variation of the G chords that would fall on, and then so on. The next one would be C, all the different variation of the C chords, and right here, E. So basically, I've got within this zone, basically, I think about five, because this repeats itself, five variations of chord types I'm thinking about from that position A. Okay, so I like the A, and I do the same thing over here with C. Okay, so as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, okay, if I'm practicing and I'm thinking about lines, I'm actually thinking about progressions and things that would flow into it. I don't think in terms of let's just play over the changes from that perspective. I'm thinking about the position, but I'm thinking about the whole neck. So, for example, I'm in A. I'll start off like. Sounds the same, but all I've done is start the line instead of A to E. So see that? So basically, I did a A major seventh and then an E minor seventh. So I'm thinking about. So I'm basically thinking about the rhythmic feel more so than I'm even thinking about the notes. But from that, I can play that. And so when I do position playing, I do that a lot. Resolve it. That's all I'm doing. Can do the same thing here with the C. And this would be C, F, B flat, then what is this? D sharp, E flat, G, and then back to C. So. So if I hit this chord right here, which would be a F major seventh, I go. So that's a good way that I like to try to get the most out of a line that I think about from my head. And so it's a little bit more of a position playing, and really I'm trying to play more horizontal as opposed to position playing. But at the same time, this is a good reference if you see a lot of chords and you want to play the chords in the same position. You can kind of use that trick. And so you can do, if you're here, got an A major 7, then you see here a D dominant 7th, and then you see here, what is this, a G? You might have a G7 that falls like that. So go. So visualize the notes as you're playing within the position itself, and you can get a lot of the lines in there. So all right then, hope this helps.